independence for Alberta would create the kind of political disruption that this country requires. Nothing else is going to do that.
What are the solutions to those censorship bills? Can we vote ourselves out of the mess that it will create?
You voted for another party that wasn't so gung-ho on eliminating your civil liberties, then maybe temporarily. But one of the reasons why I've been supporting Alberta independence, because the solutions for this country as it now exists do not seem to be very good. I don't really see any feasible paths to fundamental reform of how this country works. The vested interests are too deeply embedded, and a majority of people don't seem to understand, don't seem to care. One of the predominant characteristics of the Canadian character seems to be acquiescence. Oh, well, that's not a solution to anything. And so even if the country becomes visibly disabled, I don't have a great deal of faith that even then you will get a popular across the country pushback that will be politically effective.
So your hope is a province separating like Alberta, which would be easier to change and to unwoke.
I'm not even in Alberta. I'm in Ontario. And I've been putting in my 2 cents from a distance on Alberta's prospects and trying to encourage them. I think they have a good case. I think they have potential. What are the chances? I don't know. Whatever they are, whether they're 50-50 or much less than 50-50 or more than 50-50, I can't tell you that. The chances are not zero. And that's probably more than you can say for any other solution that's on the table for this country. Because independence for Alberta, if it happened to succeed, would create the kind of political disruption that this country requires. Nothing else is going to do that. Everything will carry on for the most part as it is. Yeah, you'll get changes in the margins. Yeah, you'll get things that are better or worse slightly, but the theme is going to continue. We are governed by a managerial state, and that does not depend upon which government is in power. We have managerialism embedded in our governing system. It is the state that decides what it is that's proper. And we're not just talking about speech. Now we're talking about everything. We're talking about property use and taxes and schooling, and the list goes on and on and on. If you really want to disrupt that system, you have to throw the existence of the country in doubt enough so that the powers that be and the people say, oh, it's not working. So what are we going to do about it? You're nowhere near that moment right now.